Disaster! I didn't even make it through the qualifiers. How'd you do?
I didn't do any better. I was beaten by that little Timmy kid. I've only ever seen him out there feeding pigeons. No clue how he got to be such a good card player.
The next round's starting soon, right? Let's head over and watch the matches. I'm curious to see who will win the grand prize.
Did you hear that? A grand prize! Sounds like they were talking about a card competition. They must be talking about genius and should be. What?
Just fine. Yes, I have 2 tails. You want to pet them?
Wow, does it hurt when your tail splits into 2? Which one did you grow first? Oh, and what do you do when they start moving around while you're asleep? Sorry if those were tricky. Who's Diana chatting with? From her outfit, I would guess she's probably from you.
Oh, don't worry, kid. I'm sure you'll be growing.
Huh? You think I can grow 2?
Sure, you're a yokai too, right? Your yokai power must be really strong if you... I was just climbing a tree one day when another tail popped out, just like that. People started calling me
Yokai? Nekomaya? No. You got it all wrong. My ears and tail are part of my cat's line bloodline.
Oh, so you're not...
Mondstadt doesn't have anything like yokai. Is this your first time here?
Yep. Fortunately for me, the company I work for has been expanded. So I'm now getting the opportunity to travel the cities all over to the Diona of the Ketslime clan. Your pickup is complete. Thank you for choosing Komania Express.
Great. Feel free to come hang out anytime. Do only yokai have tails? Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Hey, what brings you back to Mondstadt? Well, we figured it's been a while since we visited the Cat's-tail, so we thought we'd come and say hi. Oh, she's a courier from Komania Express. They're an international delivery. Huh? Is the Cat's-tail doing international business? No. A customer left some goods with us and arranged for Komania Express to pick. You've been to Inazuma, right? Did you, see right? This is actually the first time we've ever seen one with 2 tails. Whoa. I'd love to go see for myself one day. Oh, yeah! Paimon almost forgot. Do you know anything about a Genius Invocation? A tournament? Oh, you must mean the one being organized by the Adventurers Guild. It's a pretty big event. But I'm busy with things here, so, I didn't sign up. I don't know all the details. Maybe try asking my boss. Got it! Well, with any luck, we'll win some more. And, what do you mean, luck? I'm the one who taught you how to play, after all. That's now like it. Okay, you two should probably get going now. Head to the Fountain Plaza. All right, we'll go there right away.
If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It sounds like we only have...
Oh, really? I just assumed you were...
King of Invitations Grand Prix? Oh,
That's the one. Genius Invocation TCG has been attracting more and more players lately. The Adventurers Guild arranged for venues in every city to hold a regional tournament for the King of Invocations Grand Prix. The Mondstadt is already at the final stage, so I'm afraid you might be a little too late to get that prize. It's all right. There's bound to be a next time. This card game came out of nowhere and has already taken the world by storm. Who knows where it'll go next? The game's creators must be ecstatic with all this success, don't you?
Yeah, and it only gets more fun the more people there are to play it with.
Well, you may have missed the boat on the official event, but there's also an
Unofficial tourney.
That's right. With all the excitement surrounding the main tournament, players can hardly contain their enthusiasm. So they've set up an unofficial tourney and you can sign up at any time and play however many matches you want. They even have pre-built...
Mama likes the sound of this. Thanks for the info, Mark.
You're welcome. There are plenty of booths at the venue offering food and other fun activities, so it's definitely worth a visit. Who knows? You might even bump into some old friends there. Right. If there's nothing else you needed, I'll be continuing my walk now.
Paimon still thinks that was just imagining. Honorary knight defeats foes and emerges as tournament champion.
Do my ears deceive me? Or do you two have some breaking news to share with me?
Whoa! Who are you? Am I a happy alien?
Oh, sorry. Force of habit. I tend to keep my ears peeled at all times. Let me introduce myself. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird from Fontaine. I've been posted here to cover the The Steambird is a major news outlet headquartered in Fontaine and widely acclaimed all over Tevat. We even have regular columnists based...
Ooh, okay. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is...
Oh, looks like I've managed to pique your interest.
Well, the truth is that my keen reporting senses are telling me that this competition will be chock full of huge news stories. Huge news stories? You sure your senses are reliable?
Absolutely. After all, I've seen it with my own eyes. There's a criminal who's...
Card snatcher?
He stole his opponent's cards when they weren't looking. I was about to try and chase him down, but the next moment, he disappeared into thin air.
But why would someone want to steal other people's cards?
Whatever the truth of the matter, it's my job as a journalist to dig up all the gory details and turn them into my very own exclusive news. So, what do you think?
That does sound...
Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer, considering you're the honorary knight who saved Mondstadt, the hero of Liyue who fought alongside the Adepti, a key player in the repealing of Inazuma's Sakoku decree, and the redeemer of the Sumeru Academia.
Okay, point taken. Yeah, it seems like we've ended up making quite a big name for ourselves. Is this all our new friends before meeting them for the first time?
I promise you, teaming up with me will be... Not to mention that being in a news agency makes me pretty well connected. That'll come in real handy if you're ever...
That actually sounds genuinely useful. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then welcome to the news crew. I've heard that the Traveler always lends a helping hand. So it's... Now then, before we start investigating our card snatcher, that Mondstadt columnist who I mentioned earlier is a long...
Oh, so we're gonna go meet them now?
Yep, I have the address right here. I thought you would have figured out who it is I'm talking about by now. From what I've heard, you're quite well acquainted.
Oh, it's someone we know? Never mind, just lead the way. Who could it be?
One of your rich friends, I'd assume. After all, you gotta be pretty well off to live in the city, right?
That still doesn't really narrow it down. We know lots of people with lots of aura.
Wow, I guess being a national hero earns you friends in high places. Here we are. Wait here a moment. I'll go hand over the cash.
Who is it? Can I help you? Oh, Traveler Paimon, what brings you here? I'm
Charlotte, a reporter from the Steambird. Your columns have been so well received by our readers lately that our manager...
She got Mona's full name and title right on her first try.
Ah, you must be Charlotte. Welcome. Please, just call me Mona. Gosh, this is a long way to come from Fontaine. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. No trouble at all. It was on the...
Wow, sounds like your articles are a real hit with readers all over the...
Have I never told you? Well, I've been writing my column, All Things Astrological, for the Steam the chief editor wrote to me a while ago about the bonus. Thank goodness it's finally here. I was...
You make it sound like you really needed this. Are you pressed for money, Mona?
What? No, of course not. It's just that once I knew the bonus was coming, I reallocated some funds.
Classic Mona.
Aha! Perfect! Renowned astrologist broken starving. Do the stars really have all the answers? The article practically writes itself.
Mona's actually super rich.
Super rich is a bit of a stretch. Anyway, enough about that. What brings you back to Mondstadt this time, traveler?
Originally, we just came to catch up with a friend of ours. But some things have come up, and now we're helping Shark.
Speaking of which, will you be competing in the King of Invocation? I'm much too busy with my research these days to dedicate time to a competition. Besides, even if I did enter, there's no... Isn't there? I'd have thought you'd be certain to win with astrology on your side. What do you take me for? No self-respecting astrologist would dream of abusing their beloved art for such crude...
Well said.
Spoken like an accomplished academic and a conscientious citizen. Well, yes, obviously. Anyway, if past precedent is anything to go by, you're the one who...
Thanks for the offer, but there's no need.
Relying on your astrological skills for all the juicy details would make this, but don't you worry. They call it investigative journalism for a reason. We journos have our ways. All right, well, best of luck with your investigation, then. Thanks again, I will, and yes, we should. I think it's about time we started heading to the competition venue. The Mondstadt Regional Final should be starting shortly.
All right. I can't wait to find out who the finalists are. Wow. So this is the venue, huh? Seems pretty lively here.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon, what a rare surprise. Did you really come all this way just to watch Timmy?
You made it to the finals? Wait, what about your work with the Knights of Pavonia? You better not be slacking off again.
Hey, come on now. That's no way to talk to a friend. Naturally, I wouldn't have considered entering the competition were I not already on top of my work. Enjoying a drink while playing a few rounds of cards. I can't think of a better way to relax outside of work. Can you? Oh, just be sure not to tell Diona I said that.
Well, since you're in the competition, have you noticed anything suspicious going on so far?
Stealing cards, you say? I'm afraid I haven't seen anything of that sort. Not while I've been playing, anyway.
Well, we just ran into this journalist from Fontaine and she... Oh, I bet she snuck out to go find some taste and snacks for herself.
Journalist from Fontaine? Oh, you mean the one from the Steambird? I do recall seeing a Steambird reporter listed in the Knights of Favonius visitor log.
Yeah, that'll be her. She said that she saw a card snatcher at the tournament venue, so we're helping her investigate.
A card snatcher? How very interesting. But one question, Paimon. Are you sure that cards are really what this snatcher is after?
Huh? What the...
Hello, everyone! Your attention, please! The final is about to begin!
Guess we'll have to leave it there. Let's continue this conversation another time. Thanks, Traveler.
Go get him, Kaya! We'll see you in a bit! So, Traveler, who do you think is gonna win? Yeah, Kaya's quite the crafty one. He must have some tricks up his sleeve. Either way, whoever wins is bound to make headlines. Huh. Maybe she got caught up trying out all the delicious Mondstadt snacks. Let's go look for her. Charlotte! What happened? You just disappeared without saying anything.
Oh, I just didn't want to bother you while you were catching up with your friend.
But Kaya's one of the finalists. Don't you want to interview him or something?
I could churn out that kind of soft news piece in 5 minutes if I had to. Personally, I'm more interested in those two. From the moment things kicked off, they've been acting very strangely, like they're trying to stay out of sight. I'm sure.
You mean there are two card snatchers?
Shh! Keep your voice down! I don't want to scare them off. We need to wait until we've got something concrete. Then we can use my camera to catch them in the act. Huh? Wait! Where'd the other guy go?
He's on the run!
After him!
Huh? You seem like you've done this before. Do you spy on people?
He's heading toward Mondstadt's side gate.
Now he's heading away from the city! How long are we gonna follow him for? At this rate, we're gonna miss Kaya and Timmy's match!
Oh, there. Looks like he stopped.
Why did he come all the way out here? And now he's crouching down with his hands above his head. Wait! Treasure hoarders! He's in trouble! Quick! We need to rescue him!
Help! Someone save me!
One of the treasure hoarders being supposed to
Gotcha.
I got careful.
Are you alright?
Oh, thank goodness.
Those treasure hoarders. Did you know them? It sure looked like they were here.
Why would I know them? I was just out for a walk.
Oh, really? Then why did they target you? It wouldn't be because of some dubious deal you were involved in at the tournament, would it?
Huh? A deal?
Well, that's a shame. You see, I'm a journalist, and I was only going to ask you for an interview, but that was before you caused all this trouble. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. Shall I just cut my losses and hand over the evidence to the night?
Whoa, 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 whoa! No, please!
Wow, that was some serious bluffing on Charlotte's part. She didn't take any pictures at all.
Back at the tournament, I was approached by some random guy who said that he wanted to buy a card back off me. I said, okay.
Really?
Nothing special. I just picked it up at the gym. This guy offered me 3 times what I paid for it and handed me the Mora right then and there. I could hardly believe my luck. So I
Did you ask him why he wanted...
No, I didn't. Genius Invocation TCG has been getting pretty popular lately, and Some people will pay good morat, but after I gave him the card back, he let out a sigh of relief and said something about, that's all the Mondstadt ones. Next stop, Liyue.
Or something like that. He either said that or he didn't.
I'm positive. I know what I heard. Once the card was in his hands, he suddenly relaxed like a huge burden had been taken off his shoulders. It was genuine relief. Could that card back really be?
That I don't know. But in the interests of your personal safety, after all, you weren't doing anything against the law, were you?
Right? Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll go speak to the Knights of Favonius right away.
It sounds like that guy's just collecting rare card backs. Are you sure this is the person you're after?
Well, it definitely doesn't add up. You really think someone out there's going from nation to nation, shelling out huge sums of money for a few card backs bought from... My gut tells me that there's more to this story than the card back alone. This entire situation reeks of exclusive news.
Ooh, treasure! Maybe the card backs make a treasure map!
Who knows? But wherever this leads, we're definitely onto something. Even though I didn't manage to get a good look at his face, his physique and the way he moved were identical to the card. He was much more discreet this time, though. I guess he didn't want to risk trying anything with so many potential witnesses around.
From the sounds of it, we need to head to Liyue next, right? Paimon can't wait! We have tons of friends in Liyue, too! Wait, shouldn't we check in with Kaya before we leave? Paimon at least wants to find out who won the final!
Good idea! Let's go!
I hereby declare the winner of the Mondstadt Regional Final of the King of Invocations Grand Prix is... Timmy!
Wow, Timmy won! That's amazing!
I was beaten by the best. Timmy's a tough opponent. He had me on the back foot the entire time. It's all right. You don't need to comfort me. This must be the journalist from Fontaine you mentioned earlier. Charlotte, was it? Enchanté. I'm Kaya, cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius. I trust you're enjoying your time in Mondstadt.
The pleasure is all mine. Mondstadt's reputation as the city of song and freedom is truly deserved. The mood here is simply delightful.
I'm glad you're liking it. Oh, by the way, I couldn't help but notice you all rushing towards the city's side gate earlier. Did you I see.
So, it seems we have an answer to Kaya's question from earlier. What the card snatcher's really after is these
Well, while I'd love to accompany you all to Liyue Harbor, I'm afraid I still have my Knights of Favonius duties to attend to. In fact, our top priority right now is strengthening Mondstadt's defenses. Treasure hoarder activity has been increasingly rampant lately.
Don't worry, we'll keep you in the loop if we find anything. In fact, if Charlotte's journalistic instinct is on point, you'll probably be reading her exclusive report in the Steamboat before then.
Wonderful. And I look forward to reading all about it.
Thanks for supporting quality journalism. Okay, let's take tonight off and head to Liyue Harbor tomorrow. It'll give me a chance to write down everything that's happened today.
Oh, I wanted to ask. See the two people on this poster? Are they the inventors of Genius Invitation TC?
Maybe, but very little is known about either of them. Whether they've been living under a rock this whole time or just aren't interested in fame, I don't know.
The poster's probably just an artist's impression to capture the general look and feel of the duo.
Sounds like they're a couple of socially reclusive scholars. If Paimon were in their shoes, she'd be showing up to all the events, signing autographs, selling cards, and probably getting complimentary food and drink.
I approve. And to top it off, you could play a few rounds of Genius Invocation with everyone.
I was reading up on the game's inventors before I came to Mondstadt. I was originally hoping to arrange an interview with them, but I soon discovered that there's no mention anywhere of where they live or of any Genius Invocation events that they've attended. It's as if they've designed the game and then never played it again.
Either they don't want to play the game, or they're unable to. But they might.
I wonder if they'll show up at all during the King of Invocation's Grand Prix.
Maybe, if you get lucky. And based on my experience, the Traveler seems to have no shortage of that.
Oh, really? Well, that gives me one less thing to worry about. Anyway, our focus is still on tracking down the card snatcher. I heard Snezhnaya has an old saying. If you try chasing 2 rabbits at once,
The Traveler and Paimon can always split up and chase one rabbit. Oh, okay. Now Paimon's feeling hungry. We can worry about all this.
You can always trust Paimon to know where life's priorities lie. If it's food you're after, the tournament has brought quite a crowd, so there's a lot of fun to be had around the venue.